The girl decides, according to Manospherian rules and principles, she goes on the cock carousel, then once she gets exhausted, or according to them you hit a wall, she then goes find a simp, beta male, with who she has a life. Generally she has a career, or some kind of job. The entirety of her life is empty and boring. So she needs to get high, she needs a form of exhilaration. Everybody does. The man finds his version, and the woman finds her version. The woman decides at some point that she wants to have an affair. And the guy also, if he can. Where's the issue? The issue isn't the guy or the girl. The issue is how life is being played out for human beings in this modern era. That's the real subject. Why are you upset at her that she has a shit job she hates? 1, 2, 3, 4 kids with maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 men, if not more. She has to slave like everybody else. You as a man also. Your life is empty. It's going nowhere. There's no point. There's no purpose. And if it wasn't for your telephone, you'd kill yourself. So if you're fortunate that you can garner some attention from the opposite sex, and you have some kind of little play at work with a Derek, it's giving you sensation. It's creating some little fires. Your whole life is boring, it's stale. That there's a little bit of fire. The fact that it's immature, the fact that it's like being 14, it's irrelevant. There's something. I want to feel something because I feel numb. The same applies to the guy. I feel numb. I am numb. I feel nothing. My life is empty. And underneath this numbness, I feel depressed and suicidal. If it's not for entertainment, endless music, boring movies that maybe I'm going to find a good series today or tonight that I found something. Everything is mundane, everything is repetitive, everything is redundant, it's going nowhere, it's empty. And you find the very same thing in the rich class. We've covered this with our friend Tom and his girl. Even the rich, it's great. I had the best food. Then what? I'm bored. It's empty. So the issue isn't the man and the woman. The issue is the human condition. What's happening to men and women? What's happening to the humans? What's happening? Stop pointing the finger at one another. Sit down. The guy's bored. Yeah, but where's your life going? Nowhere. What's the point? None. I can invent myself an objective. I'm going to now master, making woodwork. Great, salute to you. Who the fuck cares? How does that satisfy a man? How does that give you life purpose? How does that connect you to something grand? It doesn't. But at least this guy does woodwork versus the other guy who just doesn't do anything. So the girl's going to what? Well, my boyfriend doesn't anything and this guy does woodwork. So there's a form of little fire, an interest. Which is I'm quickly bored. I don't care about you building bird houses or fucking chairs. Because I'm looking for something grand. So everybody's looking for something and nobody's finding. And you find this in the poor class, middle class, upper class. For some odd reason, you don't want to look at that. You just want to keep on pointing the finger at the woman. She cheats. I don't give a fuck what she does. If I was her, I'd cheat also. If you were her, you'd cheat also. Your life sucks. It's empty. Well, she has children and she has a good guy. I don't care. It's not about the good guy. It's not that he's not a good guy. It's not the fact that I don't love my children. It's the fact that I feel empty. I feel that my life has no meaning. I feel numb. So if there's something that generates a sensation and I don't know where else to find it, why shouldn't I take it? What kind of life is this? It's like I slave myself hard. And you tell me I can't have a piece of cake? It's the only thing that brings a joy in my life? I can't have a piece of cake? How do you justify your life? You work every day, endless hours, doing something you detest. And you want me not to have a piece of cake? What if the piece of cake is replace it with something else, a stimulation, something that gives me a form of exhilaration and takes my attention away from myself and my shit life and my conditions and my sorrow for an hour a week, something just keeps me it creates a narrative in my mind that just it's like my own metaverse movie. Nice, I found a new thing that I can think in, project myself in and ponder on. It's something new. versus the same story of my everyday life, which is like with the endless same problems. I'm bored. At least if I watch a movie, it's interesting. I can think about it. Why did he do this? Why is he doing that? What's better than a movie you watch or a series than my own little escapade? There's an exhilaration. I'm going to go out. I'm going to meet a guy. It's going to feel like a certain kind of sensation. I can project all my fantasies from youth. Maybe he's the one. Maybe this. Maybe I'm going to be whatever. And then after some time, it gets exhausted, of course, and you're right back to square one, but more tired. So stop blaming each other and start looking at conditions of people and addressing a deeper problem rather than just she's a this, she's a that. What would you do? What do you do? Constantly fantasizing about women? That's your own personal metaverse. Fantasizing about being a man you'll never be. What's that? You're never present either. And if you're present, you despise your life, your existence, no matter how well established you supposedly are. And if you don't keep yourself extremely busy all the time like some guys do, go, 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 don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, because then now you're always on adrenaline. If you stop for 2 seconds, you break apart in sadness and depression because your life has, everything you're doing is pointless and meaningless and you know it. People don't want to deal with that. So you keep on go, 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 go. What's the next objective? What's the next thing I'm going to accomplish? And then but stop for 2 seconds. Does that genuinely nourish you? No, it doesn't. You know it, but you don't want to see that, because if it does, then you'd break apart. So what's the next thing I have? What's the next thing? Nobody wants to deal with that. And I understand this. This is not a criticism on this. It was okay, but stop blaming each other. You don't want to address a deeper issue at a human level, existential level. That's on you. But stop blaming one another like idiots because you're cowards to face the nature of the human condition. Because you don't want to make an effort to find a solution. Because they're going to confront you to an infinite ocean of darkness that you don't know how to travel through. And you can't watch videos on YouTube to show you how to do it in five easy steps.